You deserve so much better. I did deserve better. Honestly, I did. I was, yeah, of course I'm better looking than Ken. That's a given. I actually have my hair. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Sorry, Ken.
I figured that the day would come that Ryan would finally get fed up with all of this nonsense that Gypsy has brought to his life, and from the looks of things, that day is quickly approaching. Because, I've been watching this situation play out, and I've made videos talking about how calm, cool, collected, and respectful Ryan has been throughout this whole process. Listen, if this same situation happened to me, I wouldn't be as respectful as Ryan has been. But he has bitten his tongue almost clean off because he's had to sit here silently while Gypsy Rose drags his name through the mud in the tabloids as she runs around with her new little boyfriend / ex-fiance. So Ryan has kind of been sitting back, playing it cool. And I respect that. Even though that's something I probably wouldn't be able to do, I respect it. But there's only so much one man can take. And even though most of us are all on board here, we see the issues with Gypsy Rose, you have to understand, Gypsy still has a little cult following of people who view her as a celebrity, and they view her as this victim, and they follow her around, and they worship the ground she walks on. She can do no wrong. Everyone else is out to get her. And those people, make life hard for Ryan. Also, of course, this show recently came out, the Gypsy Rose reality show, and I don't think the show is really painting Ryan in a positive light, because you have to remember, it's the Gypsy Rose show. Ryan may be a character that plays a part on the show, but they have to be careful to paint Gypsy in a certain light because they want more seasons. And Ryan doesn't have to be there, but Gypsy does. So of course they're going to side with Gypsy. And you got to understand that the general public, the normies out there, they haven't followed this story and this situation in the way that we have. They're flicking through the TV. They land on Lifetime. They watch it for 30 minutes. Maybe they know of Gypsy Rose's story, but they don't know about all of her antics and everything that's taken place over the past few months since she's been out of jail. So they're viewing this entire situation, and they're viewing this TV show through a different set of lenses than people like us are. So some of the general public is coming in, and they don't like Ryan because the only knowledge they have about this situation is what they're watching play out on TV. They haven't watched this situation play out in real life, kind of how we have, talking about it every day or every other day as new updates come in. So I understand that for right now, Ryan's in a frustrating position because those of us who know, and we're all on Ryan's side, but the general public, they're still under the assumption that Gypsy is this victim and we all got to feel bad for her. They're still sticking with that original narrative that most of us shrugged off a long time ago. But I've pointed out, I try not to go too hard because I don't want to direct hate in any direction. But I've been talking about how I feel like Gypsy's stepmother is playing a massive part in everything that's going on. She's kind of pulling some of the strings here. A lot of this drama that's going on is drama that Gypsy Rose's stepmom introduced. She's not like Dee Dee, but she's like Dee Dee in several ways, okay? Because it's hard for me to really say. But it's clear as day that she's the one in the background pushing Gypsy in certain directions. And I don't even know if Gypsy realizes it. You know what I mean? But I can see it. I can see it. It's clear as day. And as I reported to you all weeks ago, Gypsy's stepmom is the one that kept in contact with Gypsy's ex-fiancé. Isn't that weird? Why was Gypsy's stepmom having conversations, texting, and talking with Gypsy's ex-fiancé? That's weird, right? Yet she reintroduced him back into Gypsy's life when she was married with another dude. So I don't even know if we would be here right now if it wasn't for Gypsy's stepmom, the master manipulator behind the scenes, introducing all of this drama. That, if you ask me, if it wasn't for this drama, we probably wouldn't be talking about Gypsy anymore. Gypsy probably wouldn't have gotten to season 2 of her reality show. This ex coming in, ruining her marriage, I guess, that's what really got people hooked. But Ryan has been doing live streams talking about this situation, and he's been questioned a few times about Gypsy's stepmom. Here's what he had to say.
Yeah, like, there was no reason for Chrissy to keep in touch with Ken. Absolutely. Like, guys, that was so disrespectful to my marriage. Like, you have no idea. And, you know, that night, I will tell y'all this. That night when I got home from work, I called Rod about it. No, thank y'all. I called Rod about it, and we had a long talk. And it was one of those where we had a long talk. And he promised me that Christy wouldn't do that again. He promised me over and over. He said that would never happen again. And guys, we all know how that turned out. Do I think Gypsy was manipulated by Christy? No comment. But that should answer your question right there. Yeah. Am I going to fight Ken? He doesn't want to see me. Just honestly, I'm a big dude. He doesn't want none of this. It wouldn't even be close. Like, wouldn't even be a question. You know, I'd yank his hair out. I'm sorry. Just playing. Don't take it personal. I'm just playing. No hair having mother. Anyway, not even gonna play. I'm a big dude, so it is what it is. They can crack on me being big, whatever. Did I get my family ring back? That'll be on there when you see on the show, and you'll see.
Now, Ryan could say more. Ryan could say more, but like I told you at the beginning of this video, he's not there yet. But if people keep pushing, he's going to go overboard, and he's just going to start saying it like it is. And I think that time may be coming soon, but because I can see, I don't want to say that he's unraveling, because I think that would be the wrong way to describe it. But the Ryan I'm seeing now, as opposed to the Ryan I saw a few weeks ago when he was talking about this situation, you can tell he's got a different energy about him. You can tell he's a little more angry now, probably a little agitated. And sooner or later, he's going to start spilling the beans even more. But he kind of said it without saying it. We all know that the stepmom is pulling some of these strings. And yeah, it was really disrespectful for her to stay in touch with Gypsy's ex. Aren't you married? Why are you talking to your stepdaughter's ex-boyfriends and ex-fiancés? You know what I mean? And that's disrespectful to Ryan. And yeah, she's manipulating Gypsy. But now that people are watching this TV show, some of the normies are accusing Ryan of clout chasing off of Gypsy. But the way I see it, it's definitely not Ryan. Ryan is not the one clout chasing. Because, let me put it like this. I think it's weird that anyone reached out to Gypsy. I think it's weird that Ryan reached out to Gypsy. I'm not here to tell you that Ryan is the best guy in the world. But I think his intentions are way more pure than Ken. Because Ryan was there for a couple of years. Ryan was there when she got out. Ryan was not aware that there was going to be this media circus and things were going to go the way they went. But Ryan was there anyway. Okay? Ken already cut Gypsy off. Ken already left Gypsy high and dry in prison and said, screw this, and went about his way. And then when Gypsy got out, and he saw that, oh, Gypsy is all over the TV doing these interviews, accumulating all of this money, that's when Ken came back into the situation. But before I go any further, let's go ahead and roll this clip really quickly, and then I'll be right back.
It's been hard. Like, I gotta realize I really love Gypsy. Like, my intentions were pure. My heart was pure. I was in it for the right reasons. Guys, you know, it's funny. I see comments where people say I'm a clout chaser and things like that. Okay, let me tell y'all something. I was with Gypsy for how many years? 3? And married for a year and 8 months before we had any issues. All right, a year and 8 months. Did I ever do a TikTok video? No. Did I ever do lives? No. Did I ever do anything like that? No. Because, like, all I wanted was her. Like, I didn't need the fame, didn't need none of that. I still don't need it. You know, the show's out. I do have followers. I do have people who give me stuff, like, not give me stuff, but give me comments and views on my videos, which is great. I won't say no to that. I mean, it's great. But, like, that was not my intention of being with Gypsy. It was never my intention. Like I said, I never did any videos, never did anything. You know, I find it funny that the moment Gypsy and Ken get together, Ken starts doing videos and starts doing lives with Gypsy. I mean, that should tell you something. Me and Gypsy never did a live together because didn't need that. Like, all I wanted was her. But I'm not gonna judge them because here I am doing a live. Like, I ain't mad at her.
So in many ways, if you ask me, Gypsy got rid of her mom because of the manipulation, and now she's just introducing new people into her life that will manipulate her in different ways, that will steer her in certain directions and take advantage of her in different ways than what her mother did. So the stepmama, she's damn sure responsible for a lot of the drama we've seen. This Ken dude, I don't trust it at all. You know, from everything I've seen, I do believe that Ryan actually cares about Gypsy. He may have his faults, but I believe he cares. Ken, on the other hand, Ken is an opportunist who sat back, left Gypsy, didn't even want any part of that, and then came back around when he realized all of the clout that Gypsy was getting, so he came in as an opportunist. And as Ryan said, Ken's someone who's all over the cameras, all over the live streams, whereas I think Ryan would have been happy going and living his life, you know, with Gypsy quietly. Ken, the moment the cameras go away and all of this attention goes away, I think Ken will go away as well. But I'm not so sure he will last that long because I don't know how long it's going to be before Gypsy sets her interest somewhere else. And once this little storyline finishes, once the drama, you know, the dust cloud of drama settles, and no one cares that Gypsy's with Ken anymore, she's going to have to do something else drastic to keep people watching, to keep people talking. So who knows how this relationship will turn out. And I'm still not convinced that Gypsy and Ryan might not get back together, because there's other things going on behind the scenes that we'll talk about in a future video. But for now, let me know your thoughts down below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all soon in the next one.